Hi, so I'm going to do a video here. Just need to update a couple of things on this before sending the approvals. So, um, excuse all the binging in the background. Um, so basically, this is a small model, and we're going to send it in. And before we sent the approvals in, they came back and have a couple of changes. So they don't want to regard it as a revision because it has not been submitted yet, but if you want, so what I would do is I would come into the folder for the job and come into the details, and I'd select the three details and copy them, and then just do a new folder. Now if you're doing a revision, this will be different. So what I'll do is I'll do it both ways. So I will copy this in here, paste, okay. So now those are copied before I change them. Now also you can go into the document manager. Now you need to make sure they're all up to date before you do the revision. So you can see these three are all up to date. So select them all and go to revision. Now I don't want to do this, but I'll just do it for this example. And I'll just put column sizes. One of the moments has to be moved. Okay. So it's adding a revision to these. Okay. So let's just do okay. Let's turn off the PDF. So we have a couple of small changes here. For one, we want to rotate this moment connection heading towards this chimney over here. So you can select the bolts and the plates. That's all it is. The bolts and the plate, and we can rotate that. So let's come in here and let's go to rotate. Select the rotate point on the center of the column, and we want to rotate that minus 90 degrees, I believe. So just check it first. Now we want to delete source objects, preview, and that's what we want. All right. Now we can see the bolts seem to be working. Just go back to modify, include additional connections, preview. Okay, there it is again. So now you can see the weld has moved also. Okay, so let's just check to see that it saved our welds. Alright, so everything is fine there. Alright, so that's one of the changes made. And now the other change is this column here is going to change to a 5 by 5 by quarter inch. This one here is going to change to 4 by 4 by 3/8, which is not really affect us at all because it's just making the column thicker towards the inside. So now we'll come over here and let's say we want to turn off the cameras so we can't see that camera in our way. Now we could create a model view here if we wanted to. Would probably make this a little easier, so why don't we'll create a quick model view, right? So let's go, let's go in here, three-way. Actually, I have created these model views already. If I come in here and I just put them on, I forgot, I put them on the cladding layer just so I can turn them off. So let's click on this. So what we're going to want to do here is we're going to change this to a 5 by 5 column. So you can see the plate is a 1/2 inch either side. So when I change this to 5 by 5 by quarter, okay, so that's good, but now I can see it's flush there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch this plate rather than redrawing it. So what I can do is let's make this box a little smaller. Sorry, you can only drag less than halfway. All right, you know what? That's fine. So now we're going to drag each way a quarter inch, or a half inch. But see, because we have a radius on the corner, it's messing it up on us. So just delete those radiuses. Okay, delete those, and now we're going to drag it. We're going to do a bit of dragging. So what we can do is we can do it for both of them, or we can copy it down. So let's decide. So I'm going to go 0.5 that way. I'm going to go 0.5 this way, and I'm going to go 0.5 this way. So I have 5.5 inch over either side. You can see now this is close to this corner, but this is going to be rounded when it's viewed properly. So if we go and look at this, you can see it's not, we still have enough room for a weld there, but just to make it a little better, I'll go 0.5 back this way, and I'll also do the same over here. Alright, so is that good? That looks good, right? So what I'll do is I'll just do the same down here. So we're going to delete these corners. We can delete this because this is off the old column. And we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to go 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, and then don't forget to stretch your corners out. 0.5 and 0.5. It seems a little monotonous, but it also means that you just don't have to redraw the plate because it doesn't really matter the size. They're just going to cut it on the plasma anyway. So we're going to use this feature down here, and then we're going to select the plate. Now we're going to select the column, and we're going to add a 1/16 around so they don't have any issues fitting the plate. So there you go. There's your plate. All right. So because we haven't added any entities, we should have no issues with our 3D model the way I'd like to do it. So I'm going to move this over. This has got to go a half inch, but just to make sure, we'll just move it in the Z direction to the face of this column. And you can see that's how that's connected there. It's a little bit of a weird connection here, but it's fine. All right, so now we have updated our model. So now we're going to go to Output, Document Manager. You can see, I don't know why it's saying this is up to date, because this one is not up to date, because I certainly have changed some stuff, but sometimes it shows up in up to date and update required. So let's open all these. I don't like to just all update them all. I mean, you certainly could. I like to go in and update them one at a time so I can see the changes as they're happening. So everybody's different. It probably takes me longer, I'm sure, to do it this way. But so we can see, let's have a quick look. So we can see this column here. So you can see I have an unresolved issue here, which I need to purge from this document. You can see this is 4x4 by quarter, 4x4 by quarter. This I changed up a size, and this one got a little thicker, and this moment connection rotated. So what we're going to do is just select this and labels and dimension, update detail, and we'll see this flip across here. Now, if I had drawn a new one and deleted this one, this wouldn't have turned around. It would have just deleted this one, and the other one would not have shown up because of the way I created it. We'll come over here. We can see this is a 5x5 by quarter, and we can see this is a 4x4 by 3/8. So that's good. So if I go back to the model and go to Document Manager, let's have a look, and we'll see what's up to date. So we can see this is now up to date. There's no update required, so that's good. So now we're going to go to the next one, which is the plan views. So let's let's see, we're going to go here and select this, update detail. Alright, and we can see that this one has changed 5 by 5 by quarter, and this is 4 by 4 by 3/8, so that's updated. And we're going to come over here and we'll watch this one update. We can see over here the column sizes are still incorrect. So when I go now, you can update these with revisions and it will cloud these for you. So I guess I could do, I don't want to do it because I'll just have to remove the clouds anyway. I guess we could do it for example. So let's see. No, I'll just do it this way for now. If you go back into the document manager and update with revision, it'll mark all the parts that have changed. So you know what, we'll try it. I don't use it that often, to be honest, Jay, because they don't really require me to mark them all the time. So if we go to output, manager, now it's this one, revision. See, it's already got a revision. So you'd kind of have to add another revision. So the way I revised them the first time, I should have done it at this stage, but I wasn't planning to do it this way. So what we'll do is we'll just add another one anyway. It doesn't really matter. So I'll just put in changes. Trying to think if I did that right, did I? No, I didn't do it right. So that didn't update on that revision. I have some settings I need to change, so let's not worry about that for now. I wasn't planning to go into that anyway. I'll do that in a different video. So I'll just update that, and you can see that that has changed around, and over here the size has now the right size, and this one now has the right size also. So that's good. So if we go back, you can see now the revision has changed to B, but my marks have not come in because I don't have it set properly because I don't use that. So for now, we'll just move on with it. Let's go to this last one. So this is the corner one. This actually has changed. So what we'll do is we'll select this, update. You can see this size will change to 3/8. Column got a little thicker. We'll come to this one. This is actually the one that got bigger. I didn't change the plate because they'll still have room to drill the holes. So output and sorry, update detail, levels, dimensions. Okay, you can see that got bigger. Now actually I do have to change it because you can see my grout is no good. So what I'll do for now is I'll delete that grout and let's draw in a rectangle here. I didn't really want that plate to be that much bigger, so you know what, let's advanced joint. I'm going to make this plate a little smaller. I didn't realize I had it 3 inches around, so I have it by projection, yeah, so 2.5, 2.5, and so on. Obviously you can do this a different way, or I don't change all 4, but for now, this way. Alright, and now it fits still. Alright, that'll do for now. So we just need to keep in mind that that is going to affect those other two drawings again. So we need to come back here. You can see this plate has disappeared. Now this happens sometimes, you lose this plate, right? So we've lost this plate, so let's close this down. And let's go to output, document manager. Sorry, go back to the model, document manager. It says that's up to date, because I updated it, but we still can't see it play it. So let's come back in, and it should come in after you close it and reopen it. Nope. So that usually works. So that obviously is a problem. Um, it's weird. I had problems with this before where they weren't coming in, and then they were coming in once I closed it and reopened it. So that's not working. So I'll probably have to recreate that view. So, all right, we'll go back to where we were here. These are okay. This one is not affected. This one is not affected. This one, this one is affected. This was the one where this column got bigger. So let's see. Update detail. There you go. You see the plate got bigger. We have enough room to weld, so that's fine. And that's the name of that beam. All right, so this one here is the C direction on the corner, so that one did not change. And we can copy this over here. And that's section 1. So, all right, so that should be good. So let's update this one. I should have went down and showed you it updating. So let's change this plate. We can see the grout, so that has worked. So that one is working and it's not disappearing. This one, because I changed the size of the plate, it doesn't want to show it up in this 3D view. So it means you would have to create it again. So I don't know if I've stored that direction. I have not stored that direction. So basically you just have to bring it around again to where you want it to be. This is how I do it anyway, and then just create another 3D view. But that's it. So now your drawings. The one thing is you can just update all these through the document manager if you want, but I like to see the changes happening while I'm looking at them. So everyone to their own. But also just wanted to show you the modeling changes. So and how long. I mean that didn't take that long. I mean there wasn't many changes, but they're updated now. And title blocks and all that, you'll have to update those with the revisions. So hope that helps. Okay.